Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. Well, today we are in Empire of Sin. Today I'm going to make a very special video. I spoke about it in my last playthrough, the Capone playthrough series, and I was putting together my very own Nuzlocke. Very much like Pokemon, how, you know, the fans themselves actually make the game harder for themselves because the game is, frankly, just too easy. Well, today I'm putting together a video doing exactly the same thing. Now, I consider myself a very big fan of Empire of Sin. I've covered it on my channel since release. I will be continuing to cover it for a very long time to come as well. But while we are waiting for the game to actually get harder, I'm assuming it's going to get harder, as I think we can all agree that on all difficulties of this game so far, this game, unfortunately, is just far too easy. So today I plan to put together my very own Nuzlocke set of rules. If you guys have any suggestions for what you would like to see within these rules, how you think this game could be made harder, then drop it in the comments, because I'd love to hear your guys' idea of what could actually make this game harder. Anyway, so for me, number one, I'm going to say you have to put your boss, it doesn't matter who you pick, but you have to put them in the safe house, assign them to the desk. Much like all the other bosses or families within this game, they do not have a boss running around overpowering everyone, do they? No, 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 no. Their boss is securely behind a desk in the safe house, chilling out. And that's what your boss is going to be doing as well. So as soon as you get into the game, you need to hire yourself a gangster, whoever it is. Obviously, if you're doing the tutorial, there's a couple of, the ones they give you. There are some very early free ones, but as soon as you can, you need to hire yourself a new gangster. Swap over to whoever your boss is, and of course assign him to the desk, meaning you are now running around the streets with a single low-level, probably glass cannon gangster. That right there is going to make things a little bit tricky for you. You're going to have to really pick the battles you're in, maybe even think about hiring some goons, not goons, but some other gangsters as soon as possible. Maybe even feather-footing it around, picking on the small thugs until maybe your gangster has leveled up. Rule number two, not that I think it's entirely possible with a single gangster early on in the game, but there should be no boss rushing. Now, we all know how to complete this game and complete it incredibly fast by rushing the safe houses, killing the bosses off, and inheriting their empire. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you want to take a boss out, you need to take out every single racket they have first, and then you can focus on the safe house itself. Rule number three is no trading of any kind, guys. Nothing. Nada. What that means is no trading of the special weapons from the other bosses. No trading with the other families to turn your swill into whiskey, you cheeky buggers. I know you do it. And again, no trading with the minor factions for all their unlimited cash that they have. No trading whatsoever. You can sell your janky weapons to the black market, but apart from that, guys, no exploiting of any kind. Now, rule number four is where it gets interesting. Only using secondary and melee weapons within the combat during the game. So no primary weapons whatsoever. No rifles, no submachine guns, no shotguns, unless it's the old shorties. Just your secondary weapons only. That means that maybe a workaround is by taking out a Frank Reagan. You know, maybe getting that sweet little gun that he's got. It's a good pistol. Obviously, you're going to have to take him out in order to do it, or order to get it. But yeah, so no primary weapons, only using secondary weapons. And the last one, tip number 5, is only in here for a little bit. Obviously, there is a patch coming up. I've already done a video on the upcoming patch, but for now, that patch is not here. So, rule number 5, no fast travel. That's it, guys. If you want to go to another city, you can hop into the taxi, but taxis are where it's at. You're going to have to run around the map and actually work a way around. So, they're my 5 rules. It could be harder. There's definitely things we could implement to make this game a little bit more harder, but I think these 5 rules will really help to do just that. So once again, in order: no bosses, no rushing, no trading, no primary weapons, and no fast travel. They are my 5 Nuzlocke rules. If you manage to complete the game using all 5 rules, please let me know down in the comments. I'm very interested to know just how hard it makes your playthrough. Now, I personally have already completed a playthrough with these rules in place, and I found it a lot of fun. It's definitely tricky, especially the no primary weapons, but honestly, this game is as easy or hard as you want. It all depends on how many gangsters you want to hire for yourself. Now, I didn't put in no rule in place for limiting the amount of gangsters that you want to hire, but if you want to do that for yourself, let me know how many gangsters you actually used within your playthrough down below. Like I said, guys, I'd be really interested to know if anyone actually follows these Nuzlocke rules, if anyone actually manages to complete the game with these rules in place, and of course, what you would do to make the game harder. Either introduce your own Nuzlocke rule, or what would you like to see updated within the game in order to make it harder? So let me know down in the comments. I'll do my very best to make sure that I answer or reply to each and every one of you, as always. And yeah, so they are my Nuzlocke rules. What do you think of them? It's going to be interesting to see just how many people manage to complete the game like this. But guys, if you have enjoyed this video, if you find it entertaining, or whatever, you just want to see more videos, don't forget to watch. Don't forget to hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel. And if you want to continue supporting the channel, you could always buy me a coffee or follow us on Facebook. All the links are down below in the description. And guys, I will see you in the next video real soon. And as ever, I've been a monk, we've been a Critically Clueless, and I'll catch you later. Now I'm going to leave you on a footage of me as Bruno trying to take out a safe house or even the guards outside it on my jack. Needless to say, if you've been watching the footage, it didn't go as planned. It was so close though. I was so close. It was, I think maybe if I had some, another med on me, it would have gone a little bit differently. But yeah, I think more than one gangster is probably a good idea.
What?